Fire, jongen.
So the one meeting with Michiel that I had today has connected a lot of the dots that we had in the past 2 years and really provided a lot of perspective when discussing these things into what does it mean when you actually want to build a company that is a platform to build a company. So the future of making your company future-proof. So what I'm going to draw here is relevant for teams of 2 or 3 people and relevant for teams of thousands of people. And my main point will be that you don't really have to have an innovation department or innovation team to execute on new ideas. No, it is really about the organizational capabilities that you give to your team and to your people to act on new ideas. So the first step is you have to enable initiatives. So you really have to double down on setting the right direction for your people. So giving them the right focus and giving them the right direction to move forward. If you just give any open thing that they can act on or very broad trends to act on, it will become too broad and too diverse for people to act on. So it goes into this ideation mode. And if you're looking for something that generates new business, setting the right direction is really important. And I'll give you an example how we're doing this in a bit. And then the second part, you have to, within the moment that you give direction, you have to show your commitment. You have to show people, no matter how big or how small the commitment is, what they can expect of you to empower the direction that they're taking. So a very simple example, we are doubling down in our direction on subscriptions. So that means that we're focusing on launching companies like diaperclub.nl or flexprotein.nl, where a customer can sign up and can get a monthly delivery of diapers or protein bars to their doorstep automatically to their preference without taking a checkout at a time or ordering every month again. But the commitment we gave for this, and it's like when we set this sort of commitment, we were like, okay, this might be too small, but we don't know, so at least let's put it. It was 150 euros in budget that you can use in any way you want. And we could have made this 400, 600 or 800, but we wanted to start with 150 because it's small enough to not worry about at all. And also even for people on our team to know, like, this is something that, Bob and Michiel will not worry about and the company shouldn't worry about, so I can spend this without asking. And then secondarily to that, it's the affordable loss we can have easily on a project like this. If you cannot prove your idea within this budget, probably it's not good enough. Probably we should do something else. So this is the commitment we set here. And then the follow-up commitment we have, which ties into the second part that we'll talk about. So initiatives is number 1. The second part here is that when it works and when you get clients, we will take a look together on what's the follow-up investment you will need. Follow-up investment that you will need to actually execute it. So next to Flex Protein and diapers, which have a small investment, we're looking at strollers with Toddly, which is obviously a bigger investment because strollers, baby strollers in this case, are more expensive than just getting some protein bars that somebody orders from you. So you have to double down on setting the expectations, what they can get from you when they have made this work. So initiatives, give direction. In this case, we have subscriptions from our company that we want to launch into new business ventures. And then the commitment, setting the right expectations for people that they can get at any given time without asking 150 euros to test a new idea. And then when it works, there is a follow-up investment that they can count on or that they can discuss with us to actually execute on the idea itself. And then the second part is you have to provide them with the systems, right? So the systems, by this we mean, is that when they are executing on the direction, when they start running on an inspiration they have, and they have this commitment to move forward, they have to find the right tools they can use to actually execute. So take anything online that they want, landing pages, sign-up flows, accepting customer payments, anything that they need to prove that there is viability to the idea that they're chasing. And then provide access to your network. As a company, you always have a network that you can leverage to accelerate the creation of ideas, to accelerate the learning and insights around these ideas. And then that should actually enable in, or result within enablers, which is, yes, you have all the tools. Yes, you get access to the network. No, nothing is blocking you from making this a success. And combining the commitment with the enablers, we provide them with a given day in the week, which they can take to work on this, which is called adventure time. And that ties into the third point, which we have, which is probably the most important one to get it right, structure. So you cannot execute or expect people to work on your ideas, so new initiatives through new systems, without allowing already the future vision that they can have behind. How does it work when this takes off so good and so well into a venture? How does it work past the, I am an employee of this company and I want to make this work, but it's not for me. I don't have a share in this upside. So for us, it always starts with a sense of freedom. You could easily say that within a given week, everybody in our team has certain commitments for clients or for a sprint on our own products that they have to make, but they are totally free in any given week to spend their time as they see fit to make their goals. So that allows them to do very small things in the beginning throughout the week without asking for permission to make the business work. So if they want to launch a landing page on Monday and launch a campaign on Tuesday to promote it, this is totally fine. They don't have to ask us to do so. And the second part is we took the 20% time idea, which means that Google had this in the very beginning. They allowed people to work 20% of their time on the new product that they wanted to bring to the market that fit within the mission of Google. We took the structure and we've enabled this as well. We call this adventure time. And within adventure time, people can actually spend the whole day working on this venture and whatever they want to do it, whether it's programming, whether it's launching a landing page, whether it's interviewing people or going around our office building to sign up people manually without a landing page, we don't really care. They have adventure time to make the business work, and they can count on our commitment to have this time. In the past, to be really frank, it has not always worked. We're changing that, but 20% time on a small scale with 10 people is harder to pull off than you might expect. But we really have seen, especially when you combine it with the right initiative, that this enables people to know, okay, I don't have to ask permission to spend one day a week on the initiative or the venture that I'm working on. And then the next part, which is crucial to making this a team effort, is participation. I'm not writing this well. Participations. Right, so participations. When you want to do this as a company, it easily becomes this competition in which it's easy for the high achievers to be doing really well. And I think that that's good because that services the right people to build new ventures. However, we really believe that there's always people in your company that want to contribute to these ventures but will not be part of the venture in the future. Meaning that if something becomes successful, everybody should win. So when of the initiatives, currently we have five subscription initiatives who are launching. If one goes really well, then everybody that has worked on any initiative that is participating in our company through a specific structure we have for that benefits. So that means that it really means you can spend your adventure time also helping other people working on initiatives and making other people successful, because everybody will benefit when that happens. And then the last part will be, and that's what we're working on right now, it will be ownership. So if you want people to really act on new ideas, and if you want people to really go the extra distance to make something work and put in the effort and the energy, you have to be able to provide ownership at some point. You have to make it possible that they take the idea that has proven to be big enough to become a company on its own. You have to be able to run a, spin out structure in which you distribute shares within the venture and you take ownership as a company who has supported the early stages of this company to be successful, of this new idea to be successful, and then allowing the people who have worked on this the hardest to actually get a stake in the outcome and a stake in growing this as a separate venture. And I think looking at this is where we are working towards the future of company building. And for Firmhouse, this is our idea for the past 10 years. We have been working on this for 10 years and it's getting really concrete right now with all the steps we're taking. But these three principles, initiatives, systems, and then structure, number 3, are core to what we're going to build as a platform within our company, but also going to productize as a platform that other companies can use. But we have never seen successful examples where people who have started a certain initiative, who have gone through the systems, which currently is a lot of pain in existing companies because they don't have the right tools, access to network and enablers ready for the teams, and then don't have the structure to allow these people to take it further, it dies off. So all the effort you put within initiatives and within the start dies off at the end when people are so excited that they leave the company and they move on. So we believe that this is the future of company building. So that's what I wanted to share from today. Perspectives are shifting. They are getting really focused. It is super exciting what we're going through right now. But that's it for now. The future of company building. Initiatives, systems, and structure. Get these right, and I'm actually certain that you're gonna make it.